Hey everybody, it's me. How's it going? I hope my audio is alright. I moved my microphone around so it's not blocking my Leap Motion's view of my hands anymore, so hopefully I'll be able to use my hands a bit more and be a little more expressive. Peace. Spider-Man. Ah. Anyways. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have anything to talk about. We're gonna play some Metal Gear Solid, the Game Boy Color, also known as Metal Gear Ghost Babel, for the Game Boy Color. On the Game Boy Color, I actually have the cartridge. It's on a analog pocket, and the dock is outputting through HDMI, and the HDMI is getting picked up by a capture card, and it looks cool. So let's just get right into it. That's the wrong scene. There we go. Oop. I'm just gonna... There. Our little guy. I still haven't really come up with a good name for our mascot here, so I'll have to think of something. Anyways. We've already gone through that cutscene. So, where we left off, let's see, where did we leave off? We went through a large warehouse that was almost an entire segment dedicated to the cardboard box. That was interesting. I meant to look up, but I didn't really... My experience with like some of the Metal Gear Solid games I've played and what I've seen, like the cardboard box is like an iconic thing. Like everyone knows the cardboard box. The big gag, oh, snakes in the cardboard box. You know, it's a fun little thing it's a fun little thing to play around in a lot of the other games. But I've never thought like, I don't know how much they utilize them as like a necessary game mechanic. So it's very interesting to see it used as a core game mechanic, have an entire segment of this game basically function around the box where you're, getting multiple color boxes and switching back and forth through a giant like color-based sorting machine conveyor belt. It's kind of neat. It's also like the most Game Boy Color thing I think you can do with the Metal Gear Solid franchise. So that's pretty neat. But we've learned that they are trying to launch Metal Gear. We defeated Marionette Owl. It was a tricky little boss fight. And yeah, now we're out on the surface and we got to get to Metal Gear. Huh? And now, what are we doing? Oh boy, oh, nothing. Okay. This goes back. It resets. Oh boy, this puzzle again. I don't think it just goes back to what it was before. Right? It just cycles. I can't move to like go to another one. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. I'm really confused. It just cycles between those two. Right, this one, that closes everything. This button was the bottom. Then we're back here. here? No, I'm really confused. That does nothing. Okay. I'm lost. This is... Is it? And I think this top one just resets it. Yeah. Okay. Bottom. Middle. That just cycles them around, but, like, you end up just back where it was, so it didn't change anything. Here. There. Oh, does the top one change what doors the... I keep kind of going back. Uh-oh. Something's going on. Wait, he just gets to open all the doors? I just hear a beep. My computer beeping at me? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Excuse me? Excuse me? Kojima, what? You... Ooh, boxes. Ration, good. Please. Mine detector. Oh. Oh boy. I have a feeling I should equip the mine detector right away. That's why the door's unlocked. Ooh. Uh-huh. Okay, so the yellow dots here must be mines. Let's see if we have any wisdom from our buddies. Gamble. Snake, there are landmines laid in that area. As long as you crawl forward, you'll be able to retrieve the landmines. But using a mine detector would be the safer method. A landmine detector would display the location of the mines on the radar. Use the mine detector. Weasel's got an invite for us. You need to talk to our Kodak friends. We need to get all these conversations, you know. So you picked up a landmine detector. When you're equipped with that, you'll be able to find landmines even through stealth camouflage. The location of each mine will show up on the radar, and you can retrieve them while you crawl. That mine detector isn't just another application of the metal detector. It's a new type of landmine sweeper that locates mines by emitting radio frequency signals and in a technology called NQR. There's no question of mistaking scrap metal or tin cans with the mines with this approach, or with this approach, or of overlooking plastic mine units. The detector also works on landmines equipped with stealth camouflage. What's McBride got to say? The GNP of Gindra is $1.5 billion, placing them in the more affluent group within the African continent, but the disparity in income is extremely high. Snake, there are landmines all over that field. Use your mine detector. Your mine detector is a custom model. If you equip yourself with it, you should see landmine locations displayed on the radar. I have a feeling that we should use our mine detector. Just a thought. Need anything? Save. Save completed. Einstein said, "I never think of the future. It comes soon enough." Do you think about it, Snake? Do you think about Einstein? Do we think about the future? Right, well. Free mines. Heck yeah. All right. Uh-oh. Oh! Rockets! Snake! You won't get past this point. Who are you? Helicopter! It's finally time to send you all into hell! You must be Viper. Pleasure to see you, Solid Snake. Retribution begins now. Stand and watch the show, Snake. Snake, Metal Gear! Uh-oh. Oh, well that's not good. Christ! What? Ha 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 ha! This is just the beginning. It's payback time. For what? Who are we paying back? We'll meet again, Solid Snake. Drink a little water here. My voice is... Oh, there he goes. The next time, you'll die. Oh! Gary? Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now's not the great time for a phone call. I'm kind of being shelled. Watch out, Snake. Firing ahead. Yes, thank you, Colonel Campbell. What would we do without you? There's an artillery unit to the north. Just this side of the maintenance space. They're firing like crazy. Get out of there. But Metal Gear. Get out of there, Snake. There's no way through that barrage. But... Snake, Metal Gear's already fired a nuke. We can't afford to lose you as well. Damn it. Go back the way you came. Now isn't the time to go in. Look at your radar. I've modified it to display the artillery impact points. Snake, avoid the artillery fire and go to the south. Okay, we can't go back. Oh, we're dead. Okay, cool. Oh gosh, we gotta avoid... Mine. Go. Oh, and we're dead. We hit the other mine, I think. Up, up, up. Oh, there's just mines everywhere. That on up, and just hit south. Right, left. But not allowed to. Couldn't pick it up because I'm full on mines? Ah! And I blew myself up with a mine. And I'm dead. Okay. Done. Oh, jeez. Okay. Let's watch our radar. Let's just try to avoid all the mines. Here. This way. This way. Go, go, go. Okay. Go, just go, just go. We're through? We're through. Oh. Rude. Terrible. Snake. The warhead launched by Metal Gear just impacted on mainland United States. Oh, cool. They nuked the US. Casualties? None. What? It was a fake. The coordinates were set to an unpopulated area, a nuclear testing site in Nevada. What kind of sick? All the same, there's a huge crater at the site. We need to get a cover story for the press. Metal Gear's existence cannot be made public. That appears to be the CIA's forte, after all. Certainly, but it won't be easy. Constructing a plausible denial for the masses requires preparations. Snake, GLF transmitted a message to the American president just after the impact. I'm sending it to you as well. Hello, Mr. President. Did you like my present? I'm sure you did. It is, after all, made in the USA. No doubt you know the gist of my message. Withdraw the UN troops from Gindra immediately and recognize our sovereignty. With US backing, the motion will face no delays at the UN Security Council. You can save face and millions of lives, voting lives. Not a bad deal, I think. But I'll set a deadline just to save you the procrastinating as well. 3 hours. If our demands are not met within 3 hours, a real nuclear warhead will be launched. The target will be, New York City? New York City? Or Los Angeles? Or perhaps Washington, D.C.? We'll see how I feel at the time. I expect glad tidings soon. Oh, he's gonna nuke us. Rude. It is rude to nuke people, you know. Of course, the US government will make no concessions. Certainly not. We don't negotiate with terrorists. But we can't get to Metal Gear. He may not look it, but Jimmy did head the unit's development. He may know how to stop the strike. Get him on the codec. Chris. What, Snake? Is Jimmy there? He is, but put him on. Oh, okay. What? Jimmy, how do we prevent the Metal Gear from launching? Well, like I said before, the railgun uses a lot of power, so... With no power, the gun is useless? Yeah. Snake, you can destroy that power plant. Yeah, but What about Metal Gear's? Jeez! What is it? What's going on? They shot Jimmy! Jimmy! Chris, respond! Jimmy! Jimmy? Jimmy! What's happening over there? I don't know. But I heard gunshots. Were they attacked? We have to help them. No, power plant has to be destroyed first. McBride! Mr. McBride! They're about to strike. Millions of civilian American lives are at risk. Snake, your mission is destroy Metal Gear. Don't let your emotions lead you astray. Every operation has its casualties. Snake. What's it gonna be? I'm going for the plant. Snake! But I'm not abandoning Chris and Jimmy. First, the plant. Then I'll find them. I don't allow casualties. Snake. God, you're soft. It's a wonder you managed to live so long. Don't forget, preventing the nuclear strike is your first priority. Go, Snake. Take out the power plant and stop the launch. Okay, where's the power plant? Snake, I'm also concerned about Sergeant Jenner and Dr. Harks. Mostly Sergeant Jenner. But right now, you need to head for the power plant. Go west to get to the plant. Okay, it's west. Let's save. What's up, Snake? Einstein said, I never think of the future. It comes soon enough. Do you think about it, Snake? You asked us that last time. Bop, bop, bop. Ah, door. Oh, here we are. Snake, destroy the power plant's main turbine. It's located in the basement 1 floor of the plant. Here's some health. Level 3, not high enough clearance. Okay. And we got gun turrets, it looks like. Oh, bullet. Okay, not that gun. There we go. Oh, electrified floors. Fantastic. Oh, we got an elevator. Yeah, we definitely have to shut down those before trying to go into that room. And this. Yep, I gotta get a call. Snake, can you hear me? Chris, what happened back there? It took us by surprise. What about Jimmy? Is he okay? Chris. Jimmy was captured. What? I saw a chance and ran, but Jimmy. Chris. Just myself again. Chris, don't blame yourself. Jimmy was an asshole. He deserves it. But better that you're safe than neither of you. I'm so useless. I was supposed to have protected him. Chris. I wish I were the one taken. I can't do anything right. Chris, you were in the power plant, weren't you? What? Oh, yes. Tell me how to get in. Sections of the floor area are electrified and can't be crossed, but there is a control panel for the floor's electrical grid. If you take that out, you should have no problem getting through, as long as you have some weapon with a long range, like the Nikita missiles. Got it. Use Nikita missiles to go after the power array. You've been in the plant once. I'd like you to give me backup with what you know. But I could use your help. They need to keep Metal Gear in operational state. They can't afford to kill Jimmy yet. I'll get him out before they can. Snake, I'm asking you to trust me. Okay. Anything you need to know about the plant, just ask. Snake, thank you. mosquito ammo. Get weapon first. Makes sense. Punch. Yep. All right. So you said the turbine's in the basement. Let's check there first. More electrified floor. Nope. Okay. Oh! Okay, hi. I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. There also isn't not anywhere to hide. Gun. Gun. Use gun. Use gun on man. Okay. Definitely should not have done that. I'm here to relieve you. Hallelujah! Thought I'd never get to dry off. This is a hell of a mess. What happened? It looks like the drainage duct got choked off somewhere during that squall. We've got drainage water backing up into the plant. Hey, that doesn't sound too good. They say there's no problem with generating power itself. Not exactly impressive in a high-tech installation controlled by a state-of-the-art computer system. Well, as long as the cells get charged, everything's doing fine. It's all yours. And oh, electricity's leaked into some of the puddles. It looks like regular water, but make sure you stay away from it. Wouldn't want you getting hurt. So don't step in the water. You're not there. It's night vision. I wonder. Nope, that doesn't really do anything. So I can't tell what water is safe and what's not. Oh boy. Okay, that water's not safe. No! That's not good. I'm just a box. Just a little blue box. Don't mind me. Just a little blue box. The item system confuses me because, like, the order seems different. Just a little blue box. Just a little blue box. You can leave now. Actually, I think I need to be a box here. Oh. Ooh, I can crawl in. Oh, our radar's jammed. Crawling through the vents. Crawling through the vents. Look this way. Dead end. Where'd our music go? Be quiet here. Down we go through the thing. Ooh. Aha. This water should be fine? Okay. Don't know about that water. Okay. Oh, come on! I'm just a box. Just a little box. Nothing here but a box. Don't mind the box. Don't look in the box. It's just a regular box. Something here. Nope, Nikita. Still need the weapon before I can pick up the ammo. Oh boy. Oh, no, we got him. We got him. Aha. A 5 magazine. All right, all right. Doing well. We're doing good. Yeah, look at that. I can see my hands if I do this. You can't see a controller. Don't touch the water. Something in here. Oh, sleepy guard, but we got... Oh, is this our Nikita missiles? ID card, level 4. Fantastic. Okay, we'll just crawl. Don't wake up the guard. Ah, nope. Not safe. Alright, looks like we'll probably have to go back upstairs. Ah, shoot. He's awake. Nope. Whew, okay. Oop. Okay, where are we? Okay. We're here? That crack makes me suspicious. None of mine. Nope. Nope. Doesn't look like I can bomb it or anything. It's very quiet. Okay. Now... Oh, hey. That's not great. Ooh, good. Ration. Good. Guard. Yep. We can go through this. That's good. Ah, good. Silenced pistol ammo. Okay, that's fine. I think anything touching one of those green things, I think, is not safe. I think that's how this works. Those are like electrical things. Okay, so maybe this will let us get through that door on the first level. Okay. It's the first level? I think it's the first level, yeah. Alright. We'll do a quick save first. Einstein? Einstein again! Never think of the future. It comes soon enough. Do you think about it, Snake? No, I don't need to think about it, because I know what you're going to say. Every time. It's Einstein. Einstein, Einstein, Einstein. Where was that door? Where's our secret door? It goes down here. Here it is. Okay. So... Level 4? Level 4's not high enough? Can't believe it. Camera. Okay. Interesting. Ah. Okay. Okay. What is this? All the kernel. Are those computers lined up there? It's a fairly complex room structure, but you can get through the narrow points, as long as you flatten yourself against the walls. Okay, so I just... What I was doing before. Okay. Oh, yep. There we go. And you're in the server room. No, not this way. Okay. You can't. Not enough room to turn here. That's not gonna work. With this one. There we go. That's neat. They basically they look at like a lot of the mechanics and were like, we can make a puzzle out of this. We can make something here. No mechanic left unpuzzled. Uh-huh. Yeah. Huh. We can get up in that other room. There's a thing there. Okay. Guard through here. Uh-oh. Guards. Okay, we got a sleepy guard and we got trolling guard. I'm a box. Become like box. Okay, go. Sneaky. Oh. Outdoors. Machine gun ammo. Uh-oh. Yep. Yeah, let's just go in here. More cracks. Ah. Door. Body armor? Plastique? Oh, we got some C4. Ah. Very nice. I'm gonna save that. I'm starting to get save heavy here. But what's up, Snake? Is she gonna tell us about Einstein? What did Einstein say, mate? Okay. Yeah. He did say that, didn't he? That was a good find. Pardon me, I just need to vent for a bit. Interesting. He did not notice me shooting him. My gun was so silent he did not notice the bullets entering his body. Okay. More narrow computer rooms. Is that where he came in? That's where he came in. I got C4 explosives. And I got body armor. I think that's where we came in. It can't be where we came in, right? Alright. This way, maybe? Oh, no, not this way. Okay. This way. Then we can go this way. Bum, bum, bum. Sneaky snake. 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 This way? Oh, we can get to the middle of the room here now. Oh. Box. Chaff grenade. Good. Where to? Guess this one? Ah, nope. Nope. Bum bum. Bum bum bum. This way, maybe? Oh, wait. I know. I know what to do. I see it. I see it. Okay. And... Eh? Eh? Maybe? Maybe. Ah. Yeah, okay. That takes us here. Anything this way? Nope. Okay, nothing that way. Oh. Key card. Are patrolling up to the north. And a box. Key to missiles, but we don't have ammo. Ooh. Look. Whoa. Why am I leaning into my microphone to listen better? That's not what that thing does. Sounds the same to me. Oh, it. Oh, okay. There's the Nikita. And the ammo. Okay. So... Nikita. Oop. Bang. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, this is this area. Ah. I'm a box. I'm box. I am just box. I can see. Nothing here to collect, but that gets us back here faster. Very. Oh gosh. Yeah, just a box. Just a regular box. You fool! I was never a box. First floor. Going down. Yep. Box. Box time. Just a regular old red box. No point in looking. Ah! No! Ah! The ammo. No! Nope. I am box. How are you? I am box. It's nice being box. It's always nice to be box. Return to box. Oh, guard. Box. Box, box, box. I'm a 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 box. Let's save here. I wonder if there's any codec numbers that they don't actually give you. You can dial in. You rank snake? Einstein said, the future. Think about it. Do you? Hmm. Nope. I'm a box. Wait. I'm pretty sure that camera will shoot down the missile. Let me save, so let's try it. Oh, okay. Return to box. How did you find me? Right here. Could probably just use the ration. I've got 3. I'm a box. I'm a box. Box, box, box. Over there. just walk through the electric thing? Where are you going? Where are you going? Where's he going? Oh. Oops. Ooh. Keto missiles. Goes down this way. Guess I go up while I'm here? A box. Snake, snake, snake. Snake, snake, snake. Dang it. Yep. I'm an expert at stealth. Dang it! Stop it! Stop seeing me! Rude! Can you not? Can you not? Can you not? Can you stop? Can you please stop? Please stop. Four, three, two, one. Another guard? Dang it. Alright. Nikita missile. No. Aha! Bang! Oh, I can go this way now. Aha. Aha. Grenades. Right. Bop, bop. Bop, bop. Where's he going? Bum, bum, bum. Wait, these guys take 3 shots. Okay. Vent. Very sus snake. Oh, there's a lot of vent going on here. Just backwards vent it. stuck again. Bum bum. Bum bum. Okay. Ooh. Beta missiles. Oh. Ah. Like that. Go up. Hydrate time. Get a drink. Ah. Excuse me. This is... Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Oh shoot. Oh boy. Yeah. Yep. We'll just wait it out here. Yeah, we gotta avoid those cameras. Gotta avoid the cameras. Not good. Oh, no guards. Now let's take a good look at the... Okay. Take a look here. So... Ah, I didn't want to take those. Interesting. Pistol ammo, good. See. Oh. Interesting. Bum, 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 bum. Ah! Box it up. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Nope. Ah. Doesn't seem to be a way through there. What? Why does that one not shoot? Okay. Oh, it does. It does shoot. Okay, so... Hold on. Try them? Oh, I can't use the Nikita because it's jamming the signal. Okay. All right. Ah. There's... I gotta be missing something, right? Alright. Oh, wow. 4 card does not get me through that door. What if I go through here? Bum bum. Metal gear. Okay, there's nothing this way. Metal gear. Metal gear. Metal gear. Let me scooch on through. You scooch. We do a little scooching. We do a little scooching. We do just a smidge of scooching. Scotch of scooching. Okay. Gotta be... something. Oh boy. It seems to be locked tight. Ah! Interesting. Where are we? Okay. As far as I can tell, it's covered on every single angle, so... Unless I can shut down some of the cameras... I'm going to need... I'm not going to have any luck with this, so... We're going to head back. Now... Let's see if we can't find another way in. Oh, wrong one. Oh. Ah. Oh, this is where... Okay. I think they'll shoot me, right? Yep, they will. Okay. Yep, we're just gonna get a little do-over. Get a do-over. Oh, Right. Not that way. Okay, that still shoots. Oh. I guess. Ah, yes, I see. This is safe. And there's a vent again. We've been in this one. Okay. Dead end. Hmm. Nah. I'm safe though. Boop, boop. Oh. Alright, put our level 3, level 4 badge on. Yep, that hurt. Deal with that guard. Okay. Here's where we can use the Nikita. Hmm. Wait, I've been through here. Oh, so you can blow these up. Uh-oh. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. So if I destroy this one, I need explosives. What do we have? 5, C4, steam grenades. Yep. Come on. Ah! Right. Plastique. Oop. And I'm dead. Cool. Okay, where's it starting us off again? Down here. That's the basement elevator. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break and come back to this again. Be right back. I stand up, drink some water, stretch, all that. Take care of myself a bit. You take care of yourself, and we'll see you back here in a few minutes. Hey, we're back. And we are going to Metal Gear our solids here. Hold on. There you go. Okay. I wonder if we can get like a hint or something. What does Campbell have to say? I see. So Dr. Harks was. But at least we have Sergeant Jenner with us. For now, just concentrate on how to stop Metal Gear. The railgun requires a large amount of electrical power. You need to disable the main turbine in the power plant to prevent Metal Gear from proceeding with that nuclear strike. Main turbine should be on B1. That's a hand grenade. Specifically, a fragment grenade that hits a target area with the impact of both the explosion and the dispersed fragments. Pull the pin and throw the grenade. Then the safety lever will be released, the firing pin hits the percussion cap, the fuse is activated, and the thing goes off. The technology has remained unchanged from the early days. Got yourself body armor, eh? That should cut down the damage. The body armor uses special advanced molecular fibers that work to minimize gunshot damage by absorbing and dispersing the bullet's kinetic energy. But a body armor is a defensive aid at the very best. Even if it stops around, you could still end up with broken ribs. Don't get too cocky. Concentration is a key factor in survival. If you feel fatigue setting in, take a break from the game. Don't waste time worrying about whether you can or can't. In war, you either do or die. It just tells us something about the Nikita launcher. So, you're carrying Nikita missiles. Small missiles fitted with remote guidance system. There's nothing like these for scouting or converting or covert attacks. With these, you can control their movement while watching the feed from the CCD cameras fitted on the missile nose cone. The only drawback is that you need to remain stationary during that time. UAV technology has been evolving at an unbelievable rate lately. Word is that micro UAV technology was applied in developing those Nikita missiles. I hear they're talking about completely unmanned fighter planes now. Wow, this is a... Yeah. I don't know if we have, like, completely unmanned, like, air-to-air fighters, but those, because probably we don't really need them. Mostly I think UAV stuff is, like, dropping bombs and things. So. But we'll always be needed, no matter how far technology goes. Our lives are what war feeds on. Okay. The General is the Commander-in-Chief of Gindra Liberation Front, aka GLF, an armed group advocating for independence for the Boyas and an ethnic minority within Gindra. His true name is Augustine Eguiban, and he appeared out of nowhere 5 years ago to take control of GLF and turn the weakened group into a potentially militarized organization. He seems not to be content with mere independence, but has also been declaring that he will effect the withdrawal of Western forces and the liberation of Gindra from First World exploitation. His charisma is undeniable, and he has a devoted following. He's a political nightmare. The woman standing beside the general is GLF's second in command, Sophie Nadram. She was born to a French father and Gindran mother. Well educated, enrolled at Cambridge at one point. There are also rumors that she and the general are lovers. In addition to acting as an advisor to the general, she's also been seen in combat doing everything from driving tanks and flying choppers to firing some very big guns. A real Joan of Arc. I don't know what buttons do. Keep calling this guy. Gindra's total export for the last fiscal year was 55 billion CFA francs. Major export items include diamonds, gold, and rare metals such as uranium, manganese, and nickel. And these were destined mainly for France, the Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, and the United States. But you won't find Gindra's true main export listed on any official document. Drugs. It's now common knowledge that Gindra is a major producer of narcotics. GLF's chief source of income is drugs too. They made drugs too? Man. The railgun. Okay. I don't think anyone comes in here. Maybe I shouldn't have been in here? Maybe I wasn't supposed to be able to get past those guns, if they were. Yeah, I can't use an Akita missile if I use the thingy to make the guns go blah blah blah. Ugh. I think I want to pick those up. Well, let's head back and... So it looks like, yeah. The north of us was the basement, so let's maybe try going there? Maybe? With the basement elevator? I don't remember. Okay, down we go. That will shut down the guns. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. Where? That's where we went last time, wasn't it? It's down. Yeah, that can't be right. Maybe it was the top floor. Punch. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Hit one more. Okay, let's see. Well, no, it doesn't look like that would have been the top floor. Got this. Yep. Oh, this again. Oh no. I don't know about this. Okay. Nope. Okay, this way. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, beep. Bop. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Bing. Got a noisy floor. Got a guard coming. Box time. Become as box. Nope, nope. Become as box. Must become as box. Ba-ba-boom. Yep. Hello, sir. There's this. I think that's the room we got the body armor in. Was there anything else there? You fall down. Okay. Bum bum. It's the box. It's the box. The box. I'm a box. Get in the box. Box, box, box. I'm doing all of this stuff again that I've done before. I have no idea where I'm going. That doesn't work. Here we go. Here. It's my snake in a box. Gliding by. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. And we're here. What's this one? Here. This way, maybe. Bum, 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 bum. guard. Right, that was the building. It had some stuff in it. There's a room. This is just back up at the top. And we disabled this electric floor and ran through here. And that's all. Yep. Up. Yeah, that was just a different elevator. Hands cramping. I'm gonna for a second do some hand stretches. Okay, I'm gonna get a drink of water quick. Take a sip. Boop. Okay, so what's here? There's nothing else here. Okay, so bum 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 bum. Let's check the basement again. I think with like grenades and stuff, we can clear out some of those electrified water puddles. Yeah. Maybe? No. So that's never seen. Bop. Okay. That must have been a different elevator that we saw. Don't want to touch that. One's safe. That one is not. This one is. Sure about those ones. Yep. Oh, hi there, guard. Box. Box. Mistake in a box. This whole area over here. Oh, hello. That is electrified. And I'm getting my butt kicked. Okay, hi, bye. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Oh, we're dead. Alright, I'm going back here. Yeah, there's A2. It looks like an open elevator door. We're full of Nikita missiles. The area, though, in front of us, all of those cameras... Like, there's a camera covering every single possible way we could get our missile in, though. Can't blow it up from that side. Alright, come around. Here. Right. See? It's covered no matter which way. Are you kidding me? We can just fly... If we fly close enough to the cameras, it doesn't see the missile? I've been running back and forth this whole time around this whole area being like, why can't I do this? And it's because I can just fly it close. Maybe. It's got to be really close, apparently. I go close to the wall. But if I'm close to the wall and crawling, it still sees me and shoots me. That's weird. Or are just some of these just duds? Is that Yeah. Huh. Okay. Another shot. Yeah. That one shoots it, but the other one doesn't? This one shoots it. It was shooting it. It shot it before. Now I'm confused. Oh, they can only shoot it when it's going slow. When it's full speed, they can't. Oh boy. Hey, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to see me. I think he'll come through here. Nikita already. No, he's not allowed to follow through doors. He's got to follow orders. Pew. Okay. Choo. 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 Ooh. Oh. Oh, there it is. There it is. Bang. We got it. Okay. Right, now we evade. Good evasion. Excellent evasion. Okay, and we go through here. Oh, right. Key card. Body armor gone. Okay. Ow. Let's shoot me if I'm a box. Yes. Or. Okay. And I'm dead. That's the wrong thing. All right. Fly, missile, fly! Got it. This turning around animation. Look at it. We can spin him. Beep, 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 beep. Very fluid for Game Boy Color. Let's save real quick. And watch this. She's going to quote Einstein. Einstein said, "Never think of the future. It comes soon. Enough." Do you think about it, Snake? Knew it. Oh, I'm dumb. I can jam the guns. C4. Okay, rifle ammo. Aha. Cameras. Box. Keep hiding in the box. Keep hiding in the box. Not yet. Alright, key card. In. Ah, yes, we turned that one off. The other route on that vent. What else we got? Ooh. And grenades. I think that's pretty much everything over here. Yep. Through this door? Uh-oh. Oh. Oh! A flamethrower. The Fury? Beautiful, isn't it? I use specialty blended fuel. My flames burn purely and more fiercely than any other. Are you in Black Chamber too? I'm Pyro Bison. This is our last day in your shadow. Shadow. Yes, but you wouldn't know, would you? How much blood was shed to purchase your glory? Snake, you're no legend. You're a sinner. And you will make your reparations now. The price for your sins is your life. Every human being burns differently. Did you know that? The way the skin scorches, the fat burns, the innards char, changes from person to person. And you see, they're the burdens of their sins. I wonder how you'll burn. I'll know soon enough. Burn! Oh boy. Machine gun. Does he have a gimmick, or do I just shoot him? No. Okay. I'm on fire. Let's go. Oh, okay. Alright. Mine there. I can lead him. Grenades too. Uh-huh. Ah! Yep. Good. Ow. Ah! What's he doing? Oh no! Okay. Oh boy. Ow. Ah, okay. Oh, I'm out. Okay. D4. Oh. Bang. Oh, that does a lot of damage. Where's he going? Oh, he's moving faster now. Yep. Yeah. Yes. Right. This way. Ah. No boy. Come on. Uh-oh. Oh, ration. Good. He's not coming this way anymore. Chuck some grenades at him. Got him. Bum, bum, bum. Don't look at that. It says terrific. Don't look at that. Wow. An hour and 7 minutes for that level. Found 9 times, 12 enemies killed, 2 rations. Oh. Alright, We're gonna get a tragic backstory. We are already forgotten the voice I was going to. Snake. I know that. I'm a sinner. Without you having to tell me. But why Shadow? All right. You'll learn what your sins really are. The Black Chamber was born in the shadow of Foxhound. Go on. 7 years ago, you destroyed Metal Gear here in Outer Heaven. And put Foxhound in the headlines. Everyone in the world knew the name Solid Snake. And so you became the legend. But Foxhound got too famous. Since Outer Heaven, its every move was watched by intelligence organizations everywhere. Truly covert operations became impossible. So Black Chamber was created. We took over every covert ops that had been Foxhounds. Assassination of anti-American foreign leaders, removal of domestic civilians, engaged in anti-establishment activities, intervention in strifes and civil wars that affect American interest, doing the dirty work in the dark, and on in the shadow of the great legend. Oh yeah, thank you. Enjoy your lurk. Thanks for hanging out. I never wanted to be called the legend. Liar! Ask yourself why you volunteered for difficult missions. Why you're here right now. You've killed 98 people here already. The classic Metal Gear tracking some of your stuff to tell you later. Ah, love it. Of course you want to be the legend. Deep inside, you want the glory. And you keep killing for it. Because it's the only thing you're good at. Hmm. I've got more good news for you, my pathetic friend. There's one of us among your trusted rank. What? Didn't you think it was strange that we knew about you coming? That we were waiting for you every step of the way? But when you were talking to each other, you were talking to us. But that's not possible. Yes, Snake. Suspect. Suspect everything, everyone, and die without knowing. Your doubts and your suffering, your hatred is the best tribute to my fallen comrades. 2 years since the trap closed. Only 5 of us left. The rest of Black Chamber dead at traitors' hands. 5? This is planned payback. To Foxhound, to you, to Anonymous. GLF are just pawns in your greater scheme. Viper will take care of the rest. I can die in peace. But I don't need your help. Fire! Gentle fire. It cleanses all things alike. It is the great equalizer of both the sinful and the innocent. That's where I'll die. In the heart of the fire. The heat! This is what I've been looking for! I'm burning! Oh God, yes! I heard Snake. Don't let the enemy get to you. There's no way a spy could be among us. Among us? Wanna bet? What did you say? There are too many weird things about this mission, including this committee. What the hell are you saying? Take you, for example. Why is the CIA butting into an army operation? And you're a little too full of advice, eh? Weasel, stop this. You too, Campbell. Aren't you retired? What the hell are you doing here? That's because... And you know something about Black Chamber that you're not telling us. Am I right? Cat got your tongue? Right to remain silent, eh? Stop it. Hey, sweetheart, you're no exception. I don't care what kind of hotshot techie you are. A grad student on a classified mission? That's weird. You... Well, are you any better? What do you mean? You think I don't know? 5 years ago, in that war. Your own brother and... What's it to ya? I'm just saying that you can't be trusted. Good. It's no compliment to have your trust. Enough of this. There's no spy. This is an enemy tactic to confuse and divide us. Snake, just think about preventing that nuclear strike. Take out the power plant. Snake, you have to trust me. I'd like to. Destroy the plant's main turbine. It should be on floor B1. Hurry. All right. Up. And another call. Power plant's main turbine is on floor B1. Use the elevator to get down there. I was gonna say I came too far back towards the door. I thought I was leaving. Ah, that's the elevator we were seeing before. Okay. Anything here? Any more stuff? Okay. Nope. Only way to go is down. Spin the snake. Probably get that. Electrified floor. A1. Vent. All right. Ah, hey, that's that dead end we found earlier. Okay. So we keep on sneaking. This is, I think it's often where we hit like a chapter break where we're actually still kind of technically in the same area. Like it looks like we should be able to maybe get that. I don't know if it'll allow us to open that other door and go back. I mean, neat if it did. Ding. Oh, gas room. What else is here? Loop. Uh-oh. There it is. Snake, how's it going? Bad, Colonel. The burner of the main turbine is secured with electrified flooring. I can't get close to it. Damn. We have no choice but to take out the plant itself. Snake, take the power plant out. Take it to a nice restaurant. Buy it some flowers. A few drinks. Show it a good time. Be a gentleman. Set C4 explosive on 4 key points to destroy the structure. You should see 4 columns clustered around the main turbine. There are a total of 4 points on the columns where the corners are missing. They're the weak points in the plant's structural integrity. If you blow up all of them with C4 explosives, the plant should be destroyed. Don't waste any C4 in incorrect locations. There are only so many that can be set. Alright. There are a total of 4 points on the columns around the main turbine where the corners are missing. Plant a C4 in every single one. Okay. Call Mei Ling and get saved. I know what Mr. McBride thinks, but I have faith in everyone here. What do you think, Snake? I don't know. You can't have faith? In people? Maybe I've seen maybe I've seen too much deception and betrayal. Save complete. ... No advice for us this time. So there's some... Alright, there's 4C4. It's exactly what we need. Don't use any of it. Okay. Okay, let's get our gas mask on. Okay. Anything else here? Wait. confusion. I think it's the same vent. I think that was the same room. Yeah, here we are. Okay. We're looking for pillars with cracks in the walls to place our explosives. Interesting. So that's back here. Where we came from. There's nothing else here. There. Let's see. This what we're supposed to be looking for? There's like... Okay, well, I'm gonna call Mei Ling and save real quick, because this might be what we want to explode. Need anything? Snake, Dr. Copplethorne once said, Mei Ling, you still won't tell me about yourself? No. Why not? It can be a little frightening. What is? To reveal myself. I don't have your confidence, Snake. I'm sorry. Alright, P4. What? Okay, that must be it, because I can't detonate it. And it stays there. Okay. Right, I think I've seen something like that elsewhere. But yeah, we're going back through the area I think we came from and planting C4 now. That's why there was C4 in those other areas. And I wasted so much of it on the boss. Just have to make sure that I, yeah, just gotta make sure that I, don't use save before I plant it to make sure it's in the right spot. And I don't... anything. Okay. Yeah. Not there. Okay, interesting. His fire extinguisher over there. Ah, there's something. Okay. Yep. Pardon me, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, excuse me. Oh. here? Nope. Yeah, it's not there. Okay. Got that. Box time. Ah! Yep. Ow. Okay, I gotta throw a nade. Ah, there is one of these in here. Okay. I need to do another one. Get out. Okay. And now we're back over here. Eat ammo? Nice. Nothing here. I don't think there was anything this way. Oh. Not here. Alright. Look back the other one? Mm-hmm. Oh. Just keep an eye out. Hmm. Still not. Don't have whatever card I'd need to get through here. Guess we're gonna have to go with this. Oh. Running out of these. Hmm. Okay, not there. Um. I assume it's probably down. Wait. Nope, this one's intact. Go there. All right. I have a terrible idea. Okay, that should get rid of the electricity there. And I can walk through this. Yes. Ow. But not that. That really didn't help anything. Out. Alright, let's see. Let's scout over there with a Nikita missile. We got plenty. Ah, that's what's causing the... Yep. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, more C4. That's good. Okay. Oh, this is that area over here. I see. And that's... Yeah, nope. Yeah. Good place to just hide out here. We're jamming. We're jamming. Jamming. Oh yeah, that spot. Okay, we're gonna back it up. Back it up. Ow. Ah. Stop shooting me. Oh, this is the spot again. Okay, this one's solid, it looks like. Yeah. Okay. Sleepy guy. This one's electrified. Nikita? No? Nope, don't shoot myself with it. Oops. I'm a box. I am a box. No one would want to harm a perfectly innocent little blue box, would they? Hmm. Ow. Nope, that one's fine. Nothing worth going for there. No, it's just the... You might as well. Huh. Maybe it is on the top floor. Did we miss one along the way? That wouldn't be good if we missed one. I think this is a dead end. That was the dead end. Back it up. Back it up. Yep. Okay. Ow. Why am I running that way? It's alright. Alright. Top floor, I guess? Okay, not there. This way? Oh, hey. Please. Nope. Nope. Okay. This way? Okay. No. Nope. It goes this way. This way. This way. This way. This way. This game has me so lost. Yeah, there's something down here. Yeah, no. Yep. Ow. Okay. Gotta be this way. Oh boy. Where does this go? Oh yeah, this. Yeah, I haven't been here yet. I think though that the support would be on the lower floor though. Ah. I am completely lost. It can't be around here, right? I don't know if I've ever gotten to that one door on the other side. I want to see if I can get there. Nope. Not where I wanted to go. Okay. Gotta go this way. Yeah, there's not really another way. It's gotta be this way. Probably in the completely wrong area and just... That wouldn't work. Aha! That's still just like... Yeah. Still not... Oh. How'd I get over there the other time? Not right. That's the wrong way. I am lost. Where do I go? Go this way. These. All in here. I don't remember. Have I been in this one? I must have. Oh, I think this took us to the body armor room. That's what I'm thinking. And we'll see what it does, and we'll see if maybe there's a pillar we can explode there. I think it would be in the basement, though, but I didn't see anything there. Yeah, here. And yeah, there isn't a way through. Solid snake. Doop, doop, doop. He came from that direction. Yeah, we've been pretty much everywhere. Let's go this way. And all that work to go there, and then like, we're just gonna not... Oh, nope, never mind, we can't. We are one way, one direction. One shot, one opportunity. Do. Do. Okay, this way. Up this way. And... Alright, here we are. Yeah, no pillar to explode here. Yeah. This room. We got guards wandering around here, looks like. That's the cameras. that room. Let's go back. I hope we didn't like miss one like way back somewhere. Right, I should call the colonel. Tell everybody. See how they're doing. Good. 3 down. Just 1 more to go. There are a total of 4 points in the columns around the main turbine, where the corners are missing. Plant a C4, enable a single one. Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna get more than that. About the mole. What do you really think? I don't want to believe it. I could be that mole, yeah? I'm tired of suspecting people. You understand that? You really are as soft as a baby's butt. Gindra's total export for the last fiscal year was 55 billion CFA francs. Major export items include diamonds, gold, and rare metals such as uranium, manganese, and nickel. And these were destined mainly for France, the Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, and the United States. But you won't find Gindra's true main export listed on any official document. Drugs. It's now common knowledge that Gindra is a major producer of narcotics. GLF's chief source of income is drugs too. Not helpful. Do. Be a box for him a second. Or not. Yeah, I figured I'm impatient. We got one of these left though. Yep. Into the vent. Get me out of here. Oh boy. Oh, no, that's not the right way. No, it's not. This way. Either that, go back and check the bottom floor again. Who knows? Who could possibly know? I refuse to check a guide. I am smart. I can do this. Is that it? Ugh. Planted one here, haven't I? Yes, I have. those. Ugh. Hmm. Oh, right here. Alright, we got a call. Colonel, all the C4 is set. Good work. But if you detonate them now, your own life will be at risk. Leave your present location and detonate C4 once you are out of the plant. Assume I want to go back to the very start, right? Yep. Oh. Snake, we've got problems. Metal Gear is out on the surface again. They're planning to go nuclear right now. There's no time left. Snake, I know. Light the fuse now. What? But if you do that, don't worry. Bombs have a way of making me run faster. uh, sorry, Snake. Ordering you to take a risk like this. Forget about it. I'm used to it. Snake, once the C4 blows, the whole structure will begin collapsing. When the countdown displayed on the radar goes to 0, the plant will cease to exist. You must reach the exit before then. Oop. Oh. And because I missed one and had to go back for it, I have less time. Oh boy. Than I would the other way. Oh. No! And a bit. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's... I have further to go. Because I planted the C4 in, like, one of the later areas. Oh, jeez. And I don't know if I can... we got plenty of time, though. We got plenty of time. We shouldn't have any problem. Okay, that door won't open. Ow. Okay. Oh yeah, we can make this. Just fine? Ugh. Okay. Maybe not. Oh boy. Go, go, go. Good. That's the exit. Okay, we made it. Whoa. Ba-bang. Not clear. Rating? Terrible. Okay. 35 minutes. Oh. Purple. I've neutralized the plant. Good work, Snake. They should be incapable of a nuclear strike now. You need to destroy Metal Gear next. 4 F-22s have just taken off from our African allies base to strike the artillery unit with cruise missiles. Snake, as soon as the artillery... I should not hit the button before I finish reading. Infiltrate the base and destroy Metal Gear. Understood. Snake, what about Jimmy? No lead so far. Oh, but I will get him. I know. Wait, Snake. What is it? A message just came in from GLF. From the General. I'll forward it to you. Mr. President, you may be rejoicing over the destruction of the power plant by your faithful dog, but I assure you that you celebrate in vain. The warhead can be launched without the railgun. I am very disappointed by the insincerity of your methods. I could opt for immediate reprisal, but I pride myself on being a gentleman. I shall abide by my original decision. I say it once more. Withdraw the peacekeepers, and recognize our independence. If I do not hear from you within 1 hour, the U.S. will find itself under nuclear attack. Would you risk all for foolish pride? Don't underestimate my resolve. A nuclear strike without the railgun? How? Metal Gear's development was classified Army project. Even the CIA is not aware of all the details. In other words, you don't know jack. Snake, head for the maintenance base. The only option now is to destroy Metal Gear itself. Looks like it. Jimmy! Jimmy! Snake? Snake? Jimmy, you were safe? Yeah, I got captured. But this guy was in the same cell. He got us out when the guards left after that explosion. But he took a bullet shielding me and... Who was he? Lieutenant Smith of Delta Force. Delta Force? I thought Chris was the sole survivor. She wasn't. What do you mean? I don't know. But the lieutenant said Chris wasn't even there when Black Chamber wiped out Delta Force. She's the spy! Christ. Did they say Christ in any other game? Doesn't sound familiar. Anyway, that's what he said. Maybe she's one of... Don't be ridiculous. Snake, you know it to be true. I can't stand this anymore. I thought she was nice. You can't trust anyone or anything here. You don't know what to believe anymore. Metal Gear was a mistake, too. Everyone else I worked on that thing with was murdered. We were all okay yesterday, and just now, I saw they're dead. How could that... I want to go home and start over. This time, make something good. Make up for what I've done. It's still okay, isn't it? I can still start over, can't I? Yeah. As long as you've got the will, you can always start over. It's never too late. That's true. Listen, I destroyed the power plant. Can they still launch a warhead? Yeah, that made the railgun useless. But besides that, Metal Gear can... Arrgh! The handcuffs exploded! Thank God, why? I thought I could start over. Is it all over? Jimmy! Snake. I want to go home. Jimmy! That's not good. Viper's work. Most likely. Booby traps and explosives are his specialty. Probably had a mic on the cuffs, too. Was listening in. He deliberately blew the thing in front of Snake. Oh, God. Viper. Snake, Bison said there were 5 of the Black Chamber left. That's right. Slasher Hawk, Marionette Owl, Pyro Bison, Black Art Viper. One unaccounted for. Could it be her? What? Look, if Chris is the 5th Black Chamber, everything makes sense. The leak, the ambush, what happened, Harks. What the hell are you saying? Snake, calm down and think about this. Shut up. Chris, can you hear me? Chris, come in! Chris! Chris! Looks like that's settled. Snake, the F-22s have already left their base, and the attack will start any minute. I know this is tough, but get yourself to the maintenance base. Understood. Well, Jimmy exploded and Chris is a traitor. That's not good. Oh, another call. Snake, the F-22s have entered Guderian in airspace. Ooh, get to see the jets. Look at them go. Cruise missile launch. Now. Ooh, there it goes. Oh, that's cool. Satellite confirmation in. Target destroyed. Snake, keep going north. Infiltrate the maintenance base and destroy Metal Gear. And here's some health. Alright. I'm gonna save. Snake. Neither the sun nor death can be looked at with a steady eye. Duc de la Rochefoucauld. About Jimmy. You're not the only one in pain. Hang in there. I don't know what else I can say. I'm sorry. All right, then. I think we're going to call it there for the night. Is there music? Oh, there we go. I think we're going to call it there for the night. Let's see. See if we can find someone to raid. Sorry, I need to learn to multitask. Let's see. We're going to. Somebody here, any minute now. I will remember to speak. Yep. Yeah, I'm just gonna raid into Farrell. He's doing a donation-thon. And his mascot. He's got a mascot that is also made by Soda Sneb. So I guess our mascots are siblings. So we'll raid into Farrell here. Anyways, Metal Gear Solid for Game Boy Color. Lots of fun. Great night. We went a little longer than I actually expected. I got kind of hooked and wanted to get through that last part with blowing up the generator, or blowing up the, power building, generator, everything. Yada yada. It's time to go. It's time to go. It is time to go. So, thank you again for everyone who showed up, everyone watching, everyone lurking, everyone who watches the VODs. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Have a good evening. Bye.